Hi, welcome to Bali. This video is about mindful eating. Okay, so I was doing a video back in Thailand, which was about how to not overeat. And yesterday I was listening to a woman at dojo where we work. This is the co-working space here in Bali, and she was talking about mindfulness and how to be mindful while you're traveling, and she said one of those things was to be mindful when you're eating. So I thought, okay, what a perfect thing. And also the response I got when I was doing that other video about how to not overeat, and that was about like really tuning in to when you are full. I'm gonna put my food down when I do this so I can be mindful where I am. But yeah, just to like tune in to when you're full, because that will help you to not overeat, and also understanding that it is okay to leave food on your plate. So since I got so many good comments from you guys and the response was absolutely amazing, and it even, like you said, how much it helped you, I thought like doing this thing about mindful eating is absolutely perfect. And again, this is how I see things unfold in the absolutely perfect order all the time. It's like all the puzzle pieces, they're just falling together so perfectly when we just let them do so. I think it was like 3 days ago, or maybe it was even only 2 days ago, I was writing because somebody actually asked me to write a book, a publisher. So I'm writing on that book, and that is also about how to really manifest and live life on your own terms. And one of those things that really came to me was about being mindful and being aware, not letting everything just happen around you, but to actually be aware of what you are doing. So many times we run around unconsciously, we just do things the whole time. One of those things is that we eat and we haven't even noticed that we have eaten. We just all of a sudden feel like stuffed, and we're like, I shouldn't have eaten all of that. It's because we're not aware in the moment. But one very good sign about it being aware is that you're actually becoming aware that you're not aware, if that makes sense. So just by all the time when you become aware, you can have a sign. Choose a sign, like every time you hear a siren going off from the police car, or every time you hear a specific bird, or every time you see, in my case it's swans, my sign is a swan, and every time I see a swan I know like I'm on my right way. It's my universal sign. But it also helps me just come back to the moment and be like present to where I am. And this whole thing about manifesting the life we want, it's about being mindful, being present, because otherwise we're walking around our whole lives on autopilot, what we was programmed to do subconsciously. So the more aware you become, the better you will come at manifesting your life, because you can see the signs, you can tune in to what is actually going on within yourself, within your body. As soon as I get a weird kind of interesting feeling within my body, I ask myself, where did that feeling actually come from? What was I doing 30 minutes ago, or what happened 2 hours ago, and see what is the connection between my physical body, my sensations within the body, and what is actually going on around me, what is being created, so I can get to know myself more and more and more. So coming back to the mindful eating, that's a perfect way of getting to know yourself, getting to know your senses, understanding when you're full, what does the food taste like. The woman I listened to yesterday, she said a very good thing is to kind of have playing this game while you eat and ask, can we guess the ingredients in this food? And I thought that was a perfect thing, because it really draws your attention to the food rather than being somewhere else. And even when we have conversations, I mean, I found myself quite a few times actually when Jonas and I have been to dinners or lunches or breakfasts, whatever, but we are always having so many interesting conversations. But I have to remind like myself, like, okay, back to focus on the food, because if we're having these very interesting conversations every single time we eat, we're not mindful, we're not in the present moment, we're not focusing on the food. So that is one beautiful tip that you can like bring home, practice. If you eat alone, that's actually easier. But when you bring it home and you do it together with your loved ones or your colleagues or whomever you are having food together with, talk about the food, talk about the sensations. And this is actually one of the things that I used to have massive struggle with as well, talking about the food. I remember like when people from my back then in my old life, when people are saying, oh my goodness, this food just tastes so good, I just thought like, that's disgusting, stop talking about the food. But that is because I had a massive block that was connected to passion. I had blocked all my passion in life, and that also meant the passion for food. I couldn't taste food at all. So I had a massive block regarding that whole thing. So when other people were talking about how delicious the food was, that made me just feel so uncomfortable, and I had to ask them to stop talking about the food. So the more we get to know each other, the more we unblock whatever blockages we have. So in my case, when I started to feel more and more passion in my life, that came from getting to know myself more and more, getting back, like reconnecting with my creativity, because I had blocked like my whole truth. So everything again goes back to our whole truth, being aware that we are enough. When we are enough, we can be more and more ourselves. And the more ourselves we are, the more we can connect to our truth. When we have that truth, we can be more mindful in the present moment. So everything goes so well together, and when we are present in the moment, we can listen to the physical sensations, to the awareness within ourselves and what's going on in the outside world. When we do that, we have a much easier time to manifest what we want, because then we can actually see the signs that our subconscious mind or the universe or God, whatever, is bringing to us. So I hope that makes sense, and I wish you a beautiful day. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe to the channel, and also to press the bell so you get all the notifications when I actually post new videos here, because this channel is all about how to live a happier, healthier life, and about how to become a master manifester. And also you will get an insight of what life can be like when we start to do what feels best and right to ourselves. So with that said, I wish you a beautiful day, and remember, you are the one creating your beautiful day. Bye.